What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? I try to pick out the most important points that these people are making for a very, very beginner. Because I remember when I was beginning our channel, which is sitting at 500,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Over 500,000 subscribers. I was looking at all these videos, man, and I was confused, man. So my growth formula course is telling you all to stop guessing. You don't have to guess no more. Get clarity. Get clarity first. Get understanding. All those buttons and all that stuff, you are going to blow a gasket trying to get all this stuff together. Take it little by little. And after this intro, we're going to see how I started a viral YouTube channel. If I can do this, then I know you can do it. Let's check it out. Growth's got a formula most never learned. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos, earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up. That's right, y'all. Click on the more below to sign up for our 4 videos that's going to show you and explain to you all the reasons why you should be starting a YouTube channel yesterday. All right, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let me give him a thumbs up and let's check out what he's talking about going viral and everything. Good gracious. Here we go.
Let's say that I have a magic button. A magic button that when I press it, it deletes my whole YouTube career. That's the last 6 years of work for me. Gone in an instant.
Sorry. Nope.
Whoa! Damn! Whoa. Well, thank God I still have my brain intact, which means that I've got all of the last 6 years of information still locked in here. Now, it'd be a shame if I shared that with you, wouldn't it? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share the key bits of information in my head that I think are gonna help you on your YouTube journeys. So without further ado,
okay,
let's get cooking.
Let him cook! Where you can do a thing where it completely flips.
Setting yourself up for this journey is the very first thing you should think about when it comes to making a career for yourself where you are your own boss. Most people making a YouTube channel will need to learn how to edit. As for the first while, it's likely that you're going to be editing for yourself. So before we start doing that, we need to get the appropriate machine to edit on. Now, if you need space and freedom to travel with your setup, then a laptop is what you'll need. But if you have an office and you want to buckle in and put down some roots, then you should get a desktop PC. Now, this is where it gets real nerdy and a little bit in-depth on the tech side. So later in the video, I have a whole section on my specific recommendations on what to look out for with both laptops and PCs. So stick around if you want to see that. Now, learning to make videos is probably the most important part of the whole journey when it comes to running a YouTube channel, when it comes to...
One of the things, man, is you can go back and forth with. If you're a techie type person, you want the microphone, you know, the wiring, you know, inputs, outputs, kind of like. If you don't have a clue at what you're doing, you might as well start, and you want to begin, you might as well start with a cell phone. Just start with your cell phone, download some type of $14 app to edit your videos. I would start there. Now you done spent $14. I was trying to tell people to get a laptop. That's $500 to get the right laptop. The microphone he has is the same microphone I have. That's another $500. Now, without the arm, he has the same, look like the same type of arm. Hey man, you've been actually shopping where I'm shopping at. I'm thinking that some of this stuff is kind of overboard for a beginner. If you are a beginner, if you're more advanced, like I have a recording studio, man, or you do IT work, or you played in a band and you hooked up a microphone every now and then, you work at your church, helping people, you wind up a microphone cord, you worked on a car before, you into the engine of a lawnmower or something. If you're more advanced like that, then you might want to go for this stuff. But this is all you need to get started, man. I know people are making money to quit their jobs, and this is all they got so far. And this is probably the only thing they're going to use.
To being an editor, you need to actually have the skills to be able to do it. If you, like me, watch tons of YouTube growing up, or you just watch so much of it at the moment that it's all you can think about and you're hungry for it, then you are in a fantastic position to start. You don't need loads of experience with editing. You don't need loads of experience with filmmaking. If you enjoy it and you enjoy the thought of doing it yourself, that's a really good launch pad to start making videos. So stick with me for the next few points because we're going to work on that together. So if you're ready to take that leap into YouTube, then this is probably the hardest bit for you, which is uploading your first video. The first video I uploaded was an absolute piece of shit. And I made a video not too long ago where I re-edited that video just to show the comparison of my learning journey and how editing has changed. And that's quite an interesting thing. So I'm going to put it right there. Watch that after this video if you want. You don't have to. Oh my god, I'm going to burp. The thing is, the first video you make is going to be shit. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be messy. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's shit. This is the point I'm going to try and make here, is that it doesn't matter if your first video is objectively bad. For some of you, your first video might actually be really good. I'm just putting my own spin on it from my own experiences. My first video was terrible, but the importance in the first video isn't about it being good. It's about breaking that ice. The ice that's in your head that's stopping you from uploading, that you're thinking, I wish I could be a YouTuber. I wish I could do this. You have to upload that first video.
Right. And I just told two of my students that ain't nobody watched my video. This the second video you uploaded. Ain't nobody, well, I'm not getting no views. The algorithm ain't, but you got, I'll tell you what you just got. You got past uploading the video. You got past clicking that button. I had to get past it. Boy, I thought I was so nervous. Oh my God, I'm great. I'm great. Upload my life to the world. And I think that video had 10 views on it. 10 people seen it. And I think it was 8 people because I seen it, of course, and my mama seen it. Here we go.
The way that you start this ball rolling, and to get the ball rolling is the only way that you're going to get a huge ball in the end. And when I say a huge ball, I mean loads of subscribers. A little bit of advice that might help with that first video: allow yourself to take inspiration from other people. I did this a lot in my first couple of years on YouTube when
we call that the remix system.
I was doing gaming content specifically. I basically just copied this guy that I was really, really enjoying all the time. I was like obsessed with his content and I wanted to be the English version of him. The guy was called Stimpy and he made amazing videos which were just super simple but really funny and completely personality driven. I still really admire those videos. There's no wonder that this guy has a huge audience. And at the end of the day, I wanted a bit of that too. And the intention is never to be a copycat. It's never to try and steal someone's audience. The truth of it is that when you start out doing something, you do take inspiration. I mean, filmmakers do it all the time. You'll see huge references from some of the biggest modern films that people just won't have any idea that it's a reference to something from an older film. I recently started watching films with Kirk Douglas in, and he's in this film called Spartacus. Basically, spoilers, the ending is that he's tied up to a cross and he's dying.
I'll tell him who his father was and what he dreamed of.
And I started thinking to myself, this reminds me of War for the Planet of the Apes, the ending of that, where Caesar is dying on the hilltop.
We'll know who was father.
And then it hit me that one of my favorite films is literally copying Spartacus. But it's not just copying it, it's taking homage to it, and it feels tasteful. And I was thinking,
yeah, that's the remix. Some of y'all, in the professional world, even in the music industry, they take clips of little small ideas, put a little bit of a spin on it, change the tempo, put it in a different key. There's a male singing it, but now is a female singing it. Remix. I teach you everything about remixing. If you like something, just put your spin on it. And you can't do it 100% like they doing it because you don't have the 100% equipment they have in the first place. You understand? You don't have the equipment they have, so you can't remake it. So don't even try. Just take the idea and do it your way. As you can see in the movies, they do that. They do it in the movies. Oh man, football, basketball, plays, everything. Everything is remixed. Remember that. Everything is there's no such thing as a unique, I'm going to do it my way. No, your way has already been done too. That type of thing.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. And that's the kind of feeling that I think you want to have when you're taking inspiration from someone. It's not to copy them directly, it's to be inspired by them and to take little
from someone.
bits from their work and say, hey, I can put my own spin on this. Let's make this interesting. Your second video is going to be super exciting for you. Hopefully, because you've gotten over that ice-breaking moment of uploading the first video, you'll just be ready to go at it again and give it another try. And also, having had a play around in the editing software and getting used to having your voice or showing your face or doing anything that resembles your personality, it starts to evolve. And immediately on the second video, you're going to start to evolve. And this is something that's worth keeping in mind, is that your evolution is at its absolute peak in these first few videos, especially the second one. My own second video was way funnier, in my opinion, than my first one.
See this guy right here?
I do, yeah.
This guy. This is my dad.
Is he okay?
He's dead.
And I just felt like I was getting into the flow of things, and it made me really excited. And this gave me the thrill and the passion to just go at it again, do the third video, do the fourth video, and they just keep feeding off each other. And this is the kind of stage that you're going to be at with this video. It's worth saying that if you're doing a gaming channel and you're into a certain kind of game, it's very easy to get caught up in just making videos about that game. Now, some of you are going to want to do that and just stick with Minecraft or stick with Fortnite. In my experience, and this is what I can add to the conversation, is that a lot of people that I see, they get a little bit older, they've been playing the game for a year or so, and they get bored of it. When me and my brother Jack were filming in Berlin, we spoke about this specific issue, and this is what I had to say.
Insert metaphor about climbing to the top. The worst thing I could imagine for myself is being like stuck as a Minecraft YouTuber. And there's so many channels that get stuck like that. It's a big no-no for me.
Obviously, it's going to vary from person to person, case by case. But in my experience, I've seen a lot of people burn out, especially with Minecraft videos, especially with Fortnite videos, and they want to try and take their channel in a new creative direction. And that's hard to do when your audience just wants one thing. And over time, I have found that with editing videos, especially. But I've managed to turn it into something that I actually really like doing and something that I feel adds value to my own life as well as other people's. And just those two things ping off each other, and I start feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. What am I saying? So yeah, be aware that these things happen. People do get bored of games. These first few videos, the second video especially, is a good chance to just shotgun spray in any and every direction that you want to and just bah, bah, bah.
If you've got like a little subscriber count, you're not really risking much. So you may as well just try and have fun and see if something sticks. And that's what happened with me.
You might be a gaming YouTuber in the first, second, and third video, but by the fourth video, you might have decided to do a comedy sketch. Hey, and then maybe you decide to add the two together. This stage in your YouTube channel should feel like university feels in the first year. That freshers year where nothing matters, you don't really need to study, you just go and party. You go and have the best time. That's where you're at. Enjoy it. Please. Now, we're doing quite a big time jump here. This might take people longer than others, or this might be within 3 weeks for someone else. But really, generally, what I'm saying here is that after a while of making YouTube videos, you get to your 50th, you get to your 100th. And at that stage in your career, if you've been showing it that much love and that much attention, and you've been keeping it going consistently, then you're going to be somewhere.
This is the thing. When you start, it's not going to go great. Some people will. 99% of you, it won't. If you're hungry enough for it, you stick at it. You keep getting up after every failure of an upload in your eyes until one works. And then you start figuring it out. And then you start realizing what you do want to do. Because the success of certain videos start to shape things, and you become a meandering river of evolution towards Berlin, your niche, Berlin.
I genuinely think that at this stage, most people who get to this point will have some kind of audience and will be getting something out of it. Now, a lot of people won't, and they might need to rethink the way that they approach their channel. But at this stage, a healthy channel will be showing signs of having a concept or an idea that they usually gravitate towards. For me, that was editing. And then having an angle on it that is different from everyone else. And that angle, almost 10 times out of 10, is your personality and how you present yourself, and figuring out a way of sharing the information that feels exciting and fun and reflects yourself and your own personality. Now, I know that's easier said than done. A lot of people struggle with putting their personalities out there on YouTube, and it is a really hard thing to do. But by video number 50, by video number 100, whichever one it is, you're going to be feeling a little bit better about that generally. So if you're at the beginning stage of your YouTube career and you're watching this and you're thinking, there's absolutely no way that I'm going to get to that point, then you just need to give it time, because every single video that you upload is going to be adding to your experience, and it's going to be giving you that confidence that you need to present yourself in that way. Like I said, for me, my angle was editing, but it's me. I'm an idiot. For someone like Dantic, this is luxury travel, but for gamers, or making awesome setups for gamers, having that gamer spin on it. For Ed from Film Booth, this is just talking about anything. Because, I mean, look at this guy's look at his face. I still love you, Ed. There are loads of good examples of this out there. I mean, anyone who is making videos and has an audience, you can pretty much look at and decipher what it is that they have their subject with, and then what their angle is. And most of the times, I'd say that the angle is their personality. Rest assured, at this point in your career, the 50th to 100th video, you'll be finding that. And it's a really exciting time. I'm not one for grind mentality or grind mindset, but if you do stick with YouTube at this point, if you're at this stage and you're finding it hard, then, you know, keeping on going and uploading another video and getting that experience and going through those hardships, uploading videos that you're not happy with, that's all a part of the process. I have uploaded countless stinkers that I've either unlisted or I'm just not happy with. It happens. It's all a part of the learning process. And I really think that there is almost a kind of spiritual element to it of just like, you gotta do that shit. I don't know what I'm doing. This brings me really nicely into the next point, which is burning out. Burning out is a very real thing. Every single one of you is very likely to hit this point in their career where they have a proper burnout and they don't know where to go with it. This has happened to me quite a few times, especially because I've been in a seemingly endless battle with my subject, my chosen subject of videos, which is editing, trying to make that fun. It is a very challenging topic to make fun. It's taken me a lot of burnouts to get to a point where I think I'm making the content that I'm happy with. And I've seen countless channels that do this. There are so many channels out there that burn out because they can't carry on doing the content that they're doing. And it, like I was saying earlier, and like I tried to warn you about earlier, with Minecraft videos, with Fortnite videos, with any kind of channel which is just stuck on one type of video, burnout is going to happen. There's going to be plenty of opportunities where you need to rethink your strategy, and it's going to be risky. It's going to be scary. You might lose subscribers. You also might not. You might find a video that pops off and is exactly the kind of stuff that you want to make. The truth is, there's no set way of dealing with burnout. Once again, I'm going to try and add to the conversation from my own experience rather than just telling you shit that loads of people have told you a million times. I hired editors externally. I'd edit the rough cut of the videos myself, what you're watching now, the pacing of it, the music, the stuff like that, the stuff that makes me, me. And then I'd send it off to an editor to do the fancy stuff, do the 3D elements, the fancy transitions and all that shit. And I'd obviously give them my presets to do that and make time a lot more abundant for myself. That's not to say that I have loads of time. That's not to say that I don't work every single day. I do. And I've had moments where I've had to edit for myself in the last couple of years in particular, where I've not had an editor anymore and I've just had to do it old school and edit every single thing myself. Like this video, this one, which one am I going to put up there? I don't know. But this one and this one. And this one. Yeah, that shorts video, I edited all myself. And I actually made a video about how I made that shorts video. I'm going to put that there. That's on my Stores Are channel. I really like that video. The Stores Are one. I really like the shorts one as well. But the Stores Are one really does a deep dive for you on how I make videos.
If you were talking to a 20-year-old now,
Yeah.
they were wanting to start a channel, what would you say to them?
Well, I'd ask them first, like, what do they want? What kind of content do they want to make? And then make it.
Okay, so you remember way back in the video when I mentioned this whole nerdy segment about tech recommendations, PCs and laptops, stuff like that? Well, here's that section now. And this is mainly going to show you all of the stuff that I've accrued over the last 6 years, and also my knowledge on what you should be using if you want to take editing or YouTube seriously in terms of hardware. I edit the bulk of my videos, everything that you're seeing right now, on my desktop PC. Now this thing is absolutely loaded. And I want to give you some advice about PCs that I've learned over the last 6 years. The main thing is that you should get a PC that runs on an NVMe M.2 drive. In a nutshell, that means that everything is running at the fastest speed that it can. Obviously, there are elements like the GPU, the CPU, the RAM that all add speed to certain processes. But when it comes to making sure that all of those things can actually work as fast as they can and not be bottlenecked, you need to get an M.2 drive. If you're going to use a laptop, then use Apple. Get a MacBook Pro. I think that's probably the most simple piece of advice that I can give you. There are Windows laptops that are...
I'm going to give you the most simple. Don't even get a Windows. Go straight to Mac. I don't care if it's a laptop or a PC. Trust me when I tell you this. It's like 10 headaches on the Windows side compared to all you got to do is learn the Mac side, and you're going to thank me so much later because in the studio, I don't even turn my computers off. I don't turn none of the computers off and never had a problem with them. I got a problem with one of them. It still works. And my buddy was saying, all you got to do is use Clean My Mac. Well, I bought an updated Mac, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Clean My Mac on this top of the line Mac Pro, and I'm going to take that to the Philippines. So far, knock on wood, I only had one Mac laptop fail on me. Windows, forget about it. It always stayed in the shop. Trust me.
You need to get an M.2 drive. If you're going to use a laptop, then
M.2,
use
whatever.
Apple. Get a MacBook Pro. I think
Get a
that's
MacBook
probably
Pro.
the most simple piece of advice that I can give you. There are Windows laptops that are amazing, and I've used them. I made a video about one ages ago. And honestly, the best experience that I've had editing on a laptop has been with Apple MacBook Pros. I wouldn't recommend that you get a Apple MacBook Pro that is less than the M2. If you're going to go with an Apple and invest that money, I would just try and max it out as much as possible. Hey, if your parents want to buy you stuff, or you're trying to convince them that you need this for school and shit like that, then this is the video to show them, okay? Your child needs this laptop. They need that Apple, that MacBook Pro. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Now, in my office, generally, I've upgraded a few more things, more than just PC and laptop and stuff. I've really got a simple setup, and I'm not kidding when I say that. I've literally just got an audio interface, an SSL2 Mark II, that just has this Shure SM7B plugged in, which was a great investment. If you're going to be using your voice with your videos, which most people do, then something like this is very nice. It's very crispy. Speaking of audio, I've also got focal E somethings. I don't know what they are. I'll put that on screen. They are awesome. They sound amazing. But when I'm editing, I really do try to keep the most neutral perspective on everything so that I can edit it in the way that I want and get an accurate representation of how that's going to sound for everyone else. I use a Samsung Odyssey G9 monitor, and now there are like 50 million versions of this monitor. I've had loads of people ask me what this is, so I'm just going to tell you right now. This is the OLED 120 Hertz display. It's a good monitor. It does make everything very contrasty because it's OLED, and the 120 Hertz is really nice. But the main thing is the fact that I get the timeline that sweeps across the whole screen. And once again, it's another one of those things where I just can't go back to dual monitor setup, just because having that bezel-less widescreen is just crazy. For editing and editing alone, and making a really sick editing station, which is actually quite exciting to come to every day, just get a massive, huge, too big monitor. Mouse and keyboard, I have been through a million, and I finally landed on the MX Master 3 by Logitech, as well as the Logicraft keyboard. They get the job done, and you don't want any more being done on top of that. So no, this mouse isn't farting air at my hand all the time, and this keyboard isn't glowing up with the light of 1,000 suns, but I'm really happy with it because it doesn't make a lot of clickety-clackety sounds. Should also talk about chairs. Ergonomic chairs are very important. You should look after your back whilst you still have it in good health. As always, I've got the Master Chief helmet. I love the Master Chief helmet. And now I've got a new addition to the family, the Great Helm, who's also sporting the editing cap, the official Finzar editing cap. Now, this is a one-off item. No other editing caps exist. And if you want one for yourself, then I can't give it to you unless you actually tell me that you want one, because I haven't made any merch ever. So let me know. I think that's all I've got to add to this conversation around the YouTube career side of things. As time goes on and I keep creating these videos for you guys, I keep learning. I think one of the most impactful learning experiences I had recently was making this What I Wish I Knew in My 20s video, and how risky that felt for me, and the fact that I just made it anyway and did it and put it up, and I'm not 100% happy with it. It feels risky to have done it. You know, as I get a little bit older, as I get closer to being 30, I realized that the intention for me with this channel has shifted from being about making a massive audience and getting millions of subscribers and going for all that YouTube fame and YouTube money and whatever all that stuff means. And it's turned into me wanting to run a business so that I can sustain myself and my family, because I work with my brother and he has a family of his own. And it's also very much about making a positive impact on the world. And that's something that really does feel good, is when I see a comment that makes me feel like I've actually had a positive impact on someone's life. That is genuinely so much more rewarding than getting like 100,000 empty views that feel like people have just watched it and are never going to come back. Perspectives change all the time. Your perspective is going to change with every single video that you create. That's just what happens. It's very normal. It's quite a scary challenge to go through, especially if you're trying to make it a career and a lot is riding on it for you. You're not alone. I think there are lots of people going through this at the moment, especially trying to make YouTube their career. It's just a very popular way of doing things right now. So go and join a Discord community server and get talking to people. Obviously be safe online. This is the final bit of advice. Go away. Get out of here. Go have fun. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's felt a little bit chilled. It feels chilled for me. Yeah, if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments. That would be useful for me to know that, you know, you like this kind of thing. If you don't, then also let me know. Now get out of here! Get out!
Yeah, he definitely for a younger audience. When I say younger, we're talking about look at that something. We had 71 subscribers back then. We are over 200 subscribers. I can't wait till tomorrow. I am excited over this new channel I have. Growth formula, man. Get clarity and understand. And one of the things that I want beginners to know, that Uncle Mike is going very, very slow. We're taking one little section at a time. We explaining to you guys each lesson why. Just upload the video. Don't worry about views. Oh man, I ain't getting no views and subscribe. We explaining to you why. First of all, your first 10 videos, the algorithm don't even know what to do with you. So YouTube doesn't work like you upload one video and then all these people just gonna start coming. The algorithm, nobody even knows. They already got X amount of videos. They got people that upload every day like we do. We drop 2 videos on this channel and we drop 5 videos on the other channel. And we've been doing that for over a month now. Well, close to a month. 2 videos multiplied. You can tell exactly when we started. But anyway, it was hard for us to start. We was just like, yeah, we started a new channel. Man, we got to start releasing these videos. So I did a lot of videos first, right? And let them sit there for a little while, for about 3 or 4 weeks, because I'm trying to get ahead of the game. And then I said, man, we got to start doing more videos. So long story short, our goal is to release 2 videos a day on this channel to see what happens. And we stay focused on how to do YouTube. So if you stay focused on your videos and you releasing 1 video or 2 videos a day on a timely manner, you should have 100 subscribers by now. You know, if you took the course, of course, if you took my course. So I said all that to say that the course is going to slow down. I think if you're a very, very beginner and you really, really don't know what the heck to do and you don't want to guess, I think this will be the course for you. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.